Brad Miller, he looks like a drunk fan that escaped onto the court, right? Like he also just looks like he just got maced at like spring break or something like that.
All right, guys, next up, we have a fight with Shaq in it.
Shaq?
That's very exciting. It's weird to say this fight turns 20 in the next year.
Yeah.
It is very... Now, you're a big Shaq guy, right, Brian?
Oh, I thought you were about to be like, you're big into 20-year-olds.
He's in his 20s.
You're big into confused co-eds.
Do you have daddy issues? Work them out with Brian Rabideau.
There you go.
No, I mean, like, I love that Shaq's in this fight. I mean, you were talking about before, though. You met Shaq.
I met him pre-iPad, so he had the regular iPhone, and looking at him holding an iPhone looks like you or me holding like a box of Tic Tacs. It was like 1 or 2 fingers in his hand. His hands are fucking massive.
Yeah,
he's a massive human being.
His shoe size is 23.
23.
Yeah, if you bang Shaq, you have to apply for disability afterwards.
This should be... This should be enjoyable. There's a lot of former Knicks and people who ended up on the Knicks involved in this fight, from Greg Anthony, the Charles Oakley, Ron Artest. A lot of people somehow connected with the Knicks.
And also someone who ended up in the front office of the Knicks, as you're going to see also as well.
And played for the Knicks.
Let's get into it.
Let's see it.
All right, Mike, take us through what's happening
so
here.
Now,
so Shaq's on the Lakers.
Oakley, Oakley and Brad Miller hack him, Hack-a-Shaq.
I want to see a replay of that swing.
We'll see it. Yep, that's a big one.
Good.
There's a Greg Anthony, Ron Artest being a peacekeeper, which is kind of weird. You don't see that very often. Although he became Meta World Peace.
I was going to say, that's on brand for him, actually.
No,
that's on brand as fuck.
This was way before Malice in the Palace.
Right, yeah. And then a little ref trying to keep... He's holding his own against Shaq. I give him credit.
He really is.
You know, you see Shaq coming at you, you run away.
Does that say horny? That said horny.
Robert
that said
Horny.
horny.
Yeah, horny.
I'm used to seeing the word horny flash by my computer screen, but different kind of video, guys.
Different.
Pfizer?
Then we got Pfizer, the vaccine himself.
The deep state got him on the court.
That's right. Some 5G right there. And there's Brad Miller.
So Brad Miller, he looks like a drunk fan that escaped onto the court, right? Like he also just looks like he just got maced at like spring break or something like that.
Now they're trying to calm Shaq
Having
down.
Fort Lauderdale flashbacks.
Yeah. The best part about this is that Charles Oakley was involved in the attack. There's the Zen Master not being very zen.
I know. Phill
not
Jackson.
zen at all.
Don't you have like a fork with sand that you need to like scratch, Phill Jackson?
Yeah. What? Yeah.
You definitely need to meditate more, Phill Jackson.
Get a job with the Knicks. That'll calm you down. All right, here it is. Brad Miller and Charles Oakley do the Hack-a-Shaq. And strangely enough, or maybe not, he goes after Brad Miller and not Oakley. You don't want to mess with Charles Oakley. And now they're off. You see Oakley, Artest. They just dive on the ground.
They all go down.
That was a Richter scale collapse right there.
Let's see this at a better angle here. I want to see that swing again.
Look at this. Look at this. Ready? Here it comes.
Oh, he hesitates.
Whoosh.
Okay, I want to say Miller is so lucky that Shaq missed that hit, because that was from behind. Like he would have gotten at least knocked out, if not in the hospital.
Yeah.
Holy
like,
shit.
I mean, like just a whoosh from Shaq. That's like a Thanos snap right there.
Here's another one here.
You know?
Hack-a-Shaq.
Is that a thing, Hack-a-Shaq, or did you make
It was a real thing, Hack-a-Shaq. They didn't want him dunking because they couldn't stop him. He was the biggest guy in the league.
Again, he's so lucky he missed.
I'm surprised he can still hear. You know, like
The wind made him deaf. Yeah.
I love that fucking ref. He's 5'7" at best, and he's telling a bunch of NBA players to cut the shit.
And here he is again, spring break.
Yeah, Miller looks like he just got beat up at a fight.
He looks like the guy who like wants to fight on behalf of his buddies at the bar at like 2 in the morning.
Right.
Like, would you see what my boy? And just takes his shirt off, ready to fight, and everyone's like, "Yeah, we're not fighting. Like, what? What are you doing?" He's just like the weird guy at the bar. All right, that fight overall, I thoroughly enjoyed that, but I will say this. We never root for people to get hurt on this show, but we do have to root for violence. It's a weird balance we have to make on this show. And I will say, I'm going to give this fight a 7.5. It was cool. It was fun to watch. But again, you never root for people to get hurt. But if Shaq's hit would have connected, that would have made this fight objectively better. Can we all agree on that?
Yeah. Yes.
So I'll give it like a 7.5. Brian, what do you think?
I would give it a 6. And like you said, I really wish like Shaq really connected with that hit.
Yeah, we're not rooting for anybody to get hurt. but
Well, that's
then hit the
instant
connect.
CTE. Like that's like instant CTE, getting punched in the face by Shaq. But also, what I wanted to say too is like what was really cool was like watching a few replays and then watching like all the Bulls basically tackle Shaq after like.
It's not the Bulls. Wait, that was the Bulls.
It was the Bulls.
Okay,
That was the Bulls.
I've been drinking. I'm sorry. I thought it was different teams. But you mentioned the Knicks like 6 times, so I just in my brain that's where it
Right,
went.
yeah.
My bad.
It was pretty. There's so many Knicks people on the court. You thought it was the Knicks out
Right,
there.
this
as well.
was like decades before Charles Oakley was choking people in Madison Square Garden.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Mike, what do you think overall?
Yeah, I would give it, I guess, like a 6. I mean, because it's Shaq, it wasn't really much of a fight, but being Shaq was involved, you bump it up from like a 4 to a 6. It went when you hack a Shaq. The problem is you get the attack of Shaq, and that's what Brad Miller
Did he
deal with.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
No, of all the things you said in the show, that's what I mean. Like Brian does jokes about his alcoholic family. I'll once in a while let some crazy misogynistic or racist shit slip. I'm more offended by what you just said.
Attack of Shaq? That was the attack of Shaq.
Somehow Brad Miller survived. His shirt didn't, but it was an interesting fight. It was one put it in the annals of Shaq's career.
That's right. Put it right in the annals.
In the annals.
Right in the annals.
Right in the annals.
Putting it right. We're gonna put that episode right in the annals, I think.